Alright, what's up guys? NinjaDeathStrike here, bringing you something new. We're going to be trying a new game today, Solforge. It's an online-only card game that I've been messing around a little bit with the past couple days, and I liked it quite a bit, so I figured I'd show it off. This is going to be taking the place of the Magic draft this week. I did have a draft that I was going to put up, but I wasn't really happy with it. It wasn't a very good draft. Just entertainment-wise, I felt like the matches were pretty bad, and basically what happened was I opened a bunch of money cards that were not in my colors, so I just took those and then got cut out of my colors, so my deck was very subpar. Luckily I was able to just sell those cards back, so I got to play for free, but it wasn't something that I really wanted to put up. In addition to that, in a couple of weeks, a little more than a week, my all-time favorite Magic set, Lorwyn, is going to be available to draft on Magic Online. They do these things called flashback drafts where they'll bring a set that's out of rotation back and they'll let you draft it for the week. And it's really cool. I've never actually gotten to draft Lorwyn. I've just played with it, casually, so I'm super excited to be able to draft my favorite set. And because of that, I want to save my money so that I can draft it multiple times. So we probably won't see a draft for a little bit, but I will have them up after that, and I'm really looking forward to exploring that draft format. So instead, we're going to try out Solforge today. I'm going to explain to you guys how it works, and then at the end, I'll kind of share my thoughts about it. But we're going to go ahead. I already have a game ready to go, so I'll hop right in. And this is the very first turn, so I'll explain what's going on here before we get underway. This is my opponent up here, these red boxes, and then I'm down here. You each start with 100 health. And first one to 0 loses. So we are playing the computer on hard. That'll give me probably about a 50% chance of winning. The computer is very good, and the game is also very lopsided sometimes. It's very hard to come back once you get behind, which is one of the weaknesses. But it does some really cool stuff that you can only do in an online card game, and it's also completely free to download, and you get enough with your free download to have some fun with it, which is really important. Even just playing to the computer is a lot of fun because of the way the game works. So I'll go over that a little bit more at the end. But we also have this number here. This is basically your level. You'll see here all of my cards also have a 1. You can only cast cards that are equal to or lower than your level, and all cards have 3 different levels. Now, you can level up past 3, but it doesn't do anything. Once you get to 3, you're good. And so what happens is every time you play a card, that card will level up, which we'll see right here. I'm going to play, we'll play out this zombie here. So you can put him in any of the 5 lanes, and what happens is you put a creature in the lane, and then if your opponent puts a creature in an opposing lane, during each attack step, both yours and your opponent's, they will fight. They do have Summoning Sickness, which is this little ring here. So he can't attack the first turn, but I get to put him out there. And then if you saw here, once I played him, he leveled up. And so that card goes back into my deck, and the next time I draw him, he'll be a level 2, and he'll be better than he was before. So you can double click on the card, and it'll give you all 3 levels. And so we can see right now I'm level 1. He's just a 3/3, but when he dies, he makes another 3/3 in his place. And so he'll do that each of the times he levels up. And he gets bigger each time, so you get more and more value. My deck is very based on recursion, creatures that die and then leave behind other things and boosting those. So this is my Fellwalker, and this is basically what he's going to do. So you can see we also have some of these removal spells, Ghostly Touch. The spells level up too. So at first it gives a creature -3/-3, and then -6/-6, and then -12/-12. So part of the strategy of the game is trying to figure out which cards you want to get leveled and playing them, because the cards that you don't play you have to discard and they don't get to level up. So I'm going to play this guy, and then since I played first, I only get to play 1 card, but usually you can play 2 cards on each of your turns. But since I already played my card, I'm just going to end the turn and we'll see what my opponent does. So there you see I discarded the rest of those cards. I drew back up to 5. Oh, we're playing the white deck. Alright, so let's take a look at the things that my opponent played. We have this Aloyan General. He gives creatures beside him +2 attack, and he's really bulky. This card's really a big pain in the butt, and as he levels up, he makes things bigger and bigger as they're beside him. This is a very annoying card that's very hard to deal with. He also played this Force Guardian Alpha Defender. means that it can't attack, and you can click on any of these blue words. You can click on, and they'll bring up a thing about what he does. So he's just a big old wall, which is fine. This card's not very good, but this guy is. So we need to deal with him if we can. Now you'll see he's on the defensive, but if we attack, and you have to attack every turn, that's not a choice. If you attack, he will deal damage back to our zombie guy, which is not too big of a deal. It won't kill him, so we'll go ahead and attack. He's going to put us down to 1. He's at 5. We drew our best card in the deck. This is the only, I guess, hollow rare. There's 4 different rarities: common, rare, hollow, and then legendary rare. And yellow is the hollow rare. This is the only one I have in this deck, but he's very good. So we see he has an ability, mobility. That means that he's able to change which slot he's in. You know, he can move 1 space each time, and also every time something across from him dies, he gets bigger. So we definitely want this guy to level up. So we're going to go ahead and play him. And then we have another one of these ghostly touches. And I really like trying to level up removal spells as early as possible. So even though it's not going to kill this guy, we're going to play it, because now he won't deal any damage, and it's going to level up that spell, so the next time we draw it, it'll be more powerful. And we'll end the turn like that. So now, again, because she has to attack, unless she has a pump spell, this guy's going to hit our zombie and die. Okay, so he got this thing too. And he got another one of these guys, which is really bad. That guy is very hard for our deck to deal with. And he also got that guy, which is also bad. So, like I said, it's very hard to come back from bad positioning. And we're getting out of position very quickly here, so we might end up losing this. I'm going to play this guy. Whenever a creature comes back onto the battlefield, if we didn't play it from our hand, he pumps them. So this is one of the best cards in our deck, and it's one of the keys to our strategy. So I'm going to play him down so that he'll level up. He'll also trade with this guy, again, unless that guy gets pumped. And then we're going to play this witch, because she's very good against that general that we can't deal with. When she comes into play, she kills a weak creature. So the first time it's only going to be 1 damage or 1 power or less, which he doesn't have. But again, it will level her up. So the next time we draw that card, it'll kill something with 4 power or less, and that'll be really good. And then we'll pass our turn. And hope that he doesn't have a way to boost this guy's toughness. Oh, he's going to make our guy 0, and then he's going to kill him. Okay, so that's bad. And then he's going to... You see he moved into this lane, so now he can eat this guy. So we have a removal spell. It's going to kill a creature with power 4 or less. We're definitely going to use that. Again, we just want to level up our removal spells early so that when we draw them later, they're not dead draws. This guy has 6 power, so there's not really anything we can do except just battle and trade these guys, and that's okay because we're going to end up with still having a creature on the board. Obviously, this game's not real big on card advantage. Let's see. I probably want to level up another witch so that I can deal with those generals when he plays them. Since you draw a new hand every turn, card advantage isn't as much of a thing, but board presence is the most important. And so you want to try and always be ahead on board when you pass back the turn. Otherwise, you can get in some trouble. Alright, so this thing, when it comes into play, it's going to give something -1/-1. And so we can play it here, and it'll kill that guy since he only has 1 health, which will be nice. So we'll go ahead and do that. Kill him. And then we'll battle. Even though this is going to die, I can actually play the other one. And again, it's not going to kill anything, but now it's max level, so the next time we draw it, it'll be able to kill his general if it's out. And that's really all we want to do in this situation. And it also trades here. Oh, it didn't die. That's nice. So he played a zombie. Let's see. We can just kill the zombie with another witch, so I think that's what we're going to do. See, now she's level 2. So now she can kill something with power 4 or less, whereas before it was 1. So playing your leveled up creatures has a really big advantage. So she's going to be able to kill that. And then I'm going to use this Hungering Strike, it drains another creature and it gives their power to you. It's a very good card in this deck. And I'm going to drain this zombie so that now it has 0 power and it won't kill our witch, and we're going to end up with 2 creatures on board to his 0 at the end of the turn. See, now his general's back. Luckily, we shouldn't have too much trouble dealing with it. We don't have any spells, which is unfortunate. Getting a handful of creatures really is not the best. We're going to play this guy so that he levels up. Play him over here, out of harm's way. And I guess we'll play this Rune-Scarred Zombie. Whenever we play a spell, this guy comes back from the grave. But the main thing is that he'll trade with his general, probably, unless he has some tricks. So we'll go ahead and battle first. These guys will trade. And is that the guy? Like, any of these, this guy won't do anything. He's cool, but he's not going to do anything here. He makes a big old ghost when he dies. This thing is just filler because I don't have any better cards. It's just a big, big beater. But I do like the trickier cards, so we'll play him down. Even if he dies, that's fine. He'll level up and he'll be more powerful next time. So as you can see, we're almost to level 3, and we haven't drawn a whole lot of our 2-level spells, whereas he's drawing a lot. And that's one of the big downsides of this game. It can be very, like I said, very hard to come back, because this hand is worthless, and he just drew 2 of his best guys, and there's not really anything we can do to stop him. So this thing's going to die. I guess we'll just block here, and we'll play out a zombie. He's going to kill himself, but this guy can't attack, so that's okay. This guy's the main problem. And again, we didn't draw any of our... We drew a bunch of level 1 cards, so things are really not going well for us here. Especially, yeah, see, now he's playing his level 2 stuff, and it's just really getting out of hand. Alright, so... play this and make that guy smaller. 7/7, but he's still going to kill anything. We're going to go into battle here. That guy's got 7 power now. I guess I'll just play this guy, even though he's just going to die. Alright, so now we got some of our good spells, which is nice. Jeez, his other general. Yeah. Alright. And they're both big because they're beside each other. That doesn't do anything. She doesn't do anything. We can at least kill this guy. He's got 2 power. I guess we could do it this way. This Grove Matriarch, she just makes a tree when she dies. And since he's only got 2 power, they'll trade. And I could also put you here so that you'll kill that thing, which seems good. But he still has a general out, which is bad news for us. Another general. See, he's just drawing all of his level 2 and 3 cards, and he's just really blowing us out, which is unfortunate, but like I said, it kind of happens. So I could make him 6 power, but that's not going to do anything. Can at least kill this thing. And I can drain one of them. Guess I'll drain this guy. Or I could just play a zombie so he replaces himself. We'll do that. Yeah, see, we're way behind now. And we drew a bunch more level 1s. We're going to take 23 damage here. Assuming he doesn't have any pump spells, which he does. Wow, so... yeah, he just did 38 damage to us. This guy's ridiculously huge, and we can't stop it. We can trade this guy, at least. And we can make this guy a little smaller. And since we played a spell, this guy will come back, which is good. But if he has another big pump spell, we could just be dead this turn. Yep. Alright, so he's at 8 power. Luckily, we got our big removal spell. We can give him -12, and that'll just kill him, which is exactly what we want to do. And then we'll play this because it will actually trade with this. Because when the spirit dies, it gives something -3/-3. So that'll be 6 total. But our health is very low, so we can't really afford to let another attack through or he'll just kill us. And his general's back. That is a problem. And we're dead. Oh, we're at 1. Wonderful. So we need to do 3 damage. We can put you here. And then put you here. What do you do? You do -5/-5. Sweet. So we can do this and then actually kill this thing. Alright, so we're at 1 health. Let's see if we survive this turn. Nope, we're dead. So we lost. Happens quite a bit. Like I said, he just drew his best card over and over again, and we didn't. Sometimes it happens. That's why I wouldn't recommend spending a lot of money on this game, because that can happen a lot, and there's just really no way to come back from it, no matter how hard you try. But the leveling up system's really cool. The cards are neat, and also you get free silver. There's 2 currencies down here, silver and gold. You get quite a bit of free silver for playing every day. You get 1 for logging in, 1 for winning a game, even if it's just against the computer, and then another box of silver if you win 3 games. So you can get a decent amount of silver every day, and then you can go to the store, and you can either buy singles or you can buy booster pack. The singles, these are like the top level singles. You don't really want to spend money on them, probably, but you can also use the silver to buy like skins. These event tickets are for tournaments, which I haven't tried yet, but again, I wouldn't recommend spending a whole lot of money right now because I don't think the game's very balanced. It's very fun to play though, even just against a computer or against friends. We're going to pick up a couple of booster packs though, since we can. You can also, like I said, buy singles, and it's not just these expensive ones. Basically, all of the commons are only 150 silver a piece, which is neat. Lets you make a lot of cheap decks just to mess around with. And then the regular rares are only, I think, 1,500, which is very easy to get. So you can make a pretty fun deck just by playing against the computer and practicing. So we'll go ahead and open our booster packs. Let's see if we got anything good, and then we'll close out the video. Oh, you can also buy more deck slots. You can store up to 6 decks, but you can get more if you want. Alright. Ooh, heroic. That's what the yellow is. So we got, most of the packs come with 2 rares. They just show you the level 3s, but if you double click, it'll show you all 3 levels. So we got this weird goat, which can move around. It's a 5/8. That seems pretty good, actually. Sypian Steelgraft. Armor basically reduces their damage every turn. That's okay, not great. A jetpack. What's this do? Target creature gets +3 attack, 1 mobility, and loses defender. That creature can't get defender. That seems pretty cool. Okay. Tower Scout. He's just a flyer guy. Mobility is very strong ability. He seems pretty good. Take a look at our rare. Stonebrand. Target creature with defender gets +5 attack and +5 health. That seems terrible. Okay, he doesn't look very good. And then we got this heroic guy, Mossbeard Patriarch. Activated abilities you have to play the turn after, but there's no cost other than just clicking on the card. Mossbeard Patriarch heals 10 damage from another target creature. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know if he's good or not. A lot of times creatures just die, but I guess he could be pretty good. He seems cool anyhow. We've got another pack, so we're going to open that up, see what we get. Okay. Ooh, we got another heroic card. Sweet. Swamp Moss Lurker. It's dinosaur. It's a big old dinosaur. A lot of the vanilla creatures, vanilla meaning no abilities, if they don't have abilities, they're very strong at level 3. Like, this is a big beater. Glacial Crush. Destroy target creature an opponent controls with Defender. Man, they love them some Defender. This free is pretty interesting. It means that it doesn't count towards your casting costs, so after the first time you play it, you can just play it for free, which is really cool. But I don't think destroying a defending creature is very good. Scavenger Scorpion, he's okay. He's kind of small, though. Regenerate means he heals that much health every turn, but he's so small. Normally he's just dead. We got another Witch, which is sweet. And then let's look at our rare first. Tower Vanguard. While it has armor... Okay, so it wants you to equip it with something that gives it armor. But it looks very good if it does. And then, who's our heroic? Dread Knight of Zarth. Zombies you control get regenerate 2. Well, that seems pretty good. He's going in my deck. Giving all the zombies regenerate seems pretty cool. And then I'll show you the deck builder real quick. So I'll take one of these crappy worms out because they don't do anything. And we'll put in our sweet new rare. And you can see up here, you can sort by the 4 factions. Basically, there's green, which is has a lot of creatures and a lot of pump spells. Red, which is kind of the burn and the hasty color. It has a lot of high attack and low power. Purple, which is the death color. That's the color deck I was playing, where a lot of the creatures come back, or they give other creatures minuses when they come into play. And then silver, which is the alloy. And that's all about, like, I guess, equipment and boosting attacks and just kind of affecting the board with cool battle-y things. So basically, if you know Magic, it's green, red, black, and white. There's no blue. I guess they decided that screw blue. And there's nothing you can do on your opponent's turn anyhow, so there's no real need for blue. But let's find our sweet this guy and add him to our deck. And we'll save that. And that's going to do it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed taking a little peek. I definitely recommend checking the game out. Like I said, it's completely free to download. You get to play for quite a bit. There's quite a lot to do for free, so it's not one of those things where you're done after 15 minutes. And if you like it, let me know what you think. Maybe I'll put up some videos if you guys want to see those. Let me know. So, all right. Later, guys.